The upcoming iPad mini 8 Pro is rapidly becoming one of the most talked about Apple devices in recent memory, not because it's a revolution, but because it might represent the culmination of a long, frustrating cycle of incremental upgrades. This device, poised to arrive around late 2026 according to industry chatter, embodies both the brilliance and the conservatism of Apple. For years, the iPad mini line has sat awkwardly between the regular iPad and the iPad Pro, offering portability, but rarely the power or display technology users crave. The Mini has always had potential to become the ultimate small powerhouse, but Apple has historically treated it like a secondary project, giving it just enough improvements to stay relevant without ever fully unleashing what it could be. With the iPad mini 8 Pro, expectations are sky high. Fans are demanding ProMotion, OLED, M-series processing power, improved battery life, thinner bezels, and the sort of future-proofing Apple reserves for its flagship products. But the current reports and supply chain whispers paint a picture that's much more restrained, a device that plays it safe, just like its predecessors. One of the most discussed aspects of the iPad mini 8 Pro is its display. For years, users have begged for a smoother 120Hz refresh rate, a feature that would bring the Mini in line with the iPad Pro and modern flagship smartphones. Leaks now suggest that this might finally happen with ProMotion technology, marking a huge leap forward in display fluidity. If true, scrolling, drawing with Apple Pencil, second generation, and gaming will feel dramatically smoother and more responsive. Yet even this rumored upgrade comes with uncertainty. Some insiders claim Apple is still internally debating whether to include an OLED panel. OLED would elevate the Mini's display quality with perfect blacks, incredible contrast, and vibrant colors, something that would make it a favorite among artists, media consumers, and professionals. But Apple has historically positioned the Mini as a mid-tier product, and OLED panels are expensive. As a result, there's a growing belief that the Mini 8 might either offer OLED in its highest configuration or reserve it entirely for a future, pricier Pro Max variant. This kind of staggered upgrade strategy is nothing new for Apple, but it does leave potential buyers feeling like the Mini is always a generation behind where it could be. Performance has always been a sticking point for the iPad mini, and the iPad mini 8 Pro is no exception. Many Apple fans have hoped for years that the Mini would finally join the ranks of M-series powered devices. Unfortunately, thermal limitations and Apple's own internal product strategy suggest this won't happen. The Mini's small chassis makes it difficult to include the necessary cooling and battery capacity required to properly support something like an Apple M4 or Apple M5 chip. Instead, reports indicate Apple plans to use an Apple A19 Pro processor, essentially the same chip expected to power the iPhone 17 Pro line. While this chip will be powerful and efficient, it's still a phone chip, not a true laptop-class processor. In real-world use, that means the Mini will remain excellent for everyday tasks like browsing, note-taking, reading, and light creative work. But power users, those who want to edit large video files or run demanding multitasking setups, will continue to gravitate toward the iPad Pro. To soften the blow, Apple may include its upcoming N1 and C1X coprocessors, designed to optimize power efficiency and AI-driven functions. This could lead to better battery life and smoother performance in sustained workloads, but it won't change the fact that the Mini won't be on the same tier as the Pro. Design-wise, the iPad mini 8 Pro isn't expected to be a radical departure from the Mini 6 and 7 generations. Apple seems committed to the current chassis design, a compact, lightweight aluminum body with rounded corners and a uniform bezel. Don't expect major design flourishes or thinner bezels, at least not in this iteration. The decision likely stems from Apple's cost-saving measures and its desire to keep manufacturing lines efficient. Even the button layout, Touch ID power button, and USB-C port placement are expected to remain largely unchanged. The Mini's form factor has always been one of its strongest selling points. Small enough to hold in one hand, light enough to carry anywhere, yet large enough to provide a meaningful canvas for work, reading, sketching, or entertainment. It's a balance that Apple may not want to disrupt, even if it means disappointing those who crave a more modern aesthetic. Battery life and thermal management are areas where Apple might quietly make meaningful improvements, even without flashy marketing headlines. With the A19 Pro chip and more efficient coprocessors, Apple could squeeze out longer battery endurance, potentially pushing the iPad mini 8 Pro toward 12 to 13 hours of mixed usage. If the company adopts a slightly thicker design to accommodate a larger battery, though this is still debated, it could make the Mini far more practical as a daily driver. However, Given Apple's obsession with thinness, it's more likely they'll stick to the current thickness and simply rely on silicon efficiency gains to stretch out runtime. The inclusion of improved thermal architecture would also help reduce performance throttling during intensive tasks, something many users have complained about in previous models. Another major talking point is ecosystem integration. Apple's ecosystem has always been one of its greatest strengths, and the iPad mini 8 Pro will benefit from this synergy more than ever. With iPadOS enhancements expected alongside its launch, likely tied to iPadOS 21 or later, the device may see more desktop-class multitasking features, improved external display support, and enhanced Apple Pencil capabilities. Rumors suggest Apple may finally offer native support for advanced Apple Pencil hover features, better annotation tools, and refined split-screen experiences. These upgrades could make the Mini 8 Pro a strong companion device for professionals who already own an iPhone 17 Pro or MacBook Air M4. Apple may also push deeper integration with its AI-powered services, including an upgraded version of Siri and new productivity tools, aligning the Mini more closely with Apple's broader AI strategy. Pricing remains a critical factor in determining how well the iPad Mini 8 Pro will be received. Current reports suggest Apple will stick close to its traditional pricing tier, starting around $499 and potentially creeping up to $549 if OLED is included in base configurations. If Apple chooses to reserve OLED for higher-end models, prices could climb to $649 or more. This pricing strategy could make the Mini a tougher sell against similarly priced tablets from competitors that already offer OLED and higher refresh rates. Apple is banking on ecosystem loyalty, brand trust, and the Mini's unique form factor to justify the cost. Where does that leave the iPad Mini 8 Pro in the broader tablet landscape? It's a device defined by its compromises as much as its strengths. On one hand, it offers Apple's best mobile silicon, potential display improvements, and deep integration with an unmatched ecosystem. On the other, it remains limited by its compact form factor, which prevents it from reaching the same performance heights as the Pro line. It's also hampered by Apple's strategic choice to hold back certain premium features for its flagship models. For many users, however, these trade-offs won't matter. The Mini's portability, build quality, and ease of use make it a beloved device, ideal for students, travelers, casual artists, and anyone who values mobility over raw power. Yet, there's an underlying frustration that runs through the enthusiast community. The iPad Mini 8 Pro could have been the ultimate small tablet, a true pro device in every sense of the word. Apple has the technology, the design capability, and the resources to make it happen. But once again, it appears the company is choosing strategy over ambition, prioritizing market segmentation and product differentiation over delivering a fully realized product. This means the Mini will likely continue to exist as the almost pro tablet, capable, elegant, but never groundbreaking. Looking ahead, Apple may eventually shift its approach. If OLED adoption becomes more affordable, if thermal management improves through design innovation, and if Apple faces increasing competition in the small tablet market, the Mini could one day receive the full pro treatment it deserves. Until then, the iPad Mini 8 Pro will likely remain a story of restrained potential. It will be a beautiful, fast, capable device that fits perfectly into Apple's ecosystem, but also a reminder that sometimes innovation isn't about what you can build, but what you choose not to. In the end, the iPad Mini 8 Pro may be one of Apple's most refined small tablets ever released, but it will also likely be one of its safest. For loyal Mini users, that might be enough. For those hoping for a revolution, it will be another chapter in a long saga of waiting.